Greetings guys, hey, thanks for joining me. Capricorn, this is your March 2019 tarot reading. We're going to be using several different decks of cards, some of them as clarifiers. So we'll just go with the flow, however the spread takes shape, and what's happening is how it will turn out to be. Sorry I didn't get time to do the February predictions, but remember I have done an overall year prediction for you all, so go back and take a look at that year's prediction to see February's insights and extrapolate it out from there. I am doing this reading on the 11th of February. Now this is the week of the Valentine's Day energy. Now Valentine's Day, I know a lot of people get a little bit antsy about because it's been commercialized, but if we remove that from the picture and remember that the essence of Valentine's Day is love, and we bring love into the reading and the energy, that helps to find answers and insight and movement forward. We will also call in some angelic help for you, to pass over messages and to help with the clarifying situations or the cards. We can ask Michael to come in, as well as the Angel of Love, Shemuel, and we can also call in Metatron for some feisty energy into the cards. So let's start dealing, Capricorn, and see what is in store for you guys for March 2019. I had done a little bit of shuffling before I started the video. And if you can hear any clicking noise in the background, even though the windows are shut, that is the sound of the cicadas looking for their love mates. So yeah, let's just do some shuffling for Capricorn for March. Okay, 4 from this deck. That's a beautiful card to start your reading with. The 3 of Cups, then the 4 of Swords, then the 5 of Cups, and then lo and behold, the beautiful Sun. These are tarot cards, even though they are elemental or fairy in design. They are by Doreen Virtue, so I will see if any of the cards duplicate themselves from this deck. This is for Capricorn. I do feel, in this top row, there's a lot of love energy and relationship energy in here, because the cups emulate love and relationships, and so does the Sun. And even this one, when we get to it, has a bit of hidden romantic energy in it as well. There's also a lot of conception, possibly conception of ideas, but also pregnancies and things in that top row as well, Capricorn. So let's see what these cards are going to bring. The King of Pentacles, that's your own energy. The 8 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles. And the Wheel, another major arcana card. And then as some final clarifiers, well, at this stage they're final. We shall see if these are the final cards that we use. Practice makes perfect, Guardian Angel. Speak your truth, Saint Bernadette. Higher education, Guardian Angel. And you're a leader, Joan of Arc. And Capricorns, you are often known as the leaders of the deck, or the leaders of the pack, indeed. Let's work from the columns down, because I have been doing that with some of the other readings and it felt as it was the right thing to do. I don't know if there's any specific timing in here, but there could be. It could be the 4 weeks of the month of March, but things could also be flowing, transmuting themselves throughout that time frame anyhow. So the 3 of Cups is a beautiful one to get. It's about girlfriends, the harmony of life, the meeting of people together in a positive, happy environment. Sometimes it denotes things like parties, weddings, the birth of a baby, christenings, 21sts, graduations, any form of positive celebration. It also does denote the feeling of sisterhood, and sisterhood doesn't have to just be for females alone, because you could call it the feeling of brotherhood as well. But it's people who have your back in life. It's friendships, it's camaraderie, it's fun and enjoyment. So some of you in the month of March, could be gathering together with a group of like-minded people, and you're all enjoying each other's company and you find it a great time. Now, it could even span over the period of a weekend or a retreat away, because of that card next to it in the same row, the Four of Swords here, which is being sort of covered up by the salt lamp. It's got an extra illumination on it, so it could have an extra meaning. Coming back to the column, underneath is the King of Pentacles, which is yourselves. He is compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. So Capricorn, this is the energy that you can exude and that you can give off. So, you know, if ever you're in a stage of doubt or worry or feeling a bit deflated or down, pull up these positive words and use them as affirmations. They describe yourself succinctly: compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Use those words as a key holder or a stakeholder in your energy levels of life. And as I say, anytime you feel down or low or slow, pull them out, use the words, visualize them, activate them. Oh, and practice makes perfect at the bottom. So it's kind of like me telling you that. There must be something in there. It's a personal message, much more than the very, outward display of fun and fanfare in the top of the card. There's something underneath that maybe some of you doubt, that you either fit in or that you're part of this group, or maybe that there's, are they all agreeing, or are they all enjoying your company, or there's something going on there. And that sign, it just says, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything is going your way. A good person or company to work for as well. So for some of you, this could be around your career or your occupation or your creative aspects as well. So again, that card is extremely positive. The King of Autumn, or the King of Pentacles. So focus on the positives in your life. I'm just getting that message keeps coming back through. So if there's self-doubt, either about how you look or who you are or how you act or what you think others think of your persona, replace doubt with your positivity and keep doing it. Keep practicing that, because that practice will make it perfect. So they're also saying, practice your other life skills. Practice all of the skills of positivity that you have in your life. Don't let them fall by the wayside, and don't give in to them and become lazy and just think, oh, it's okay. Everyone knows that I'm a good worker or a good employee. I don't have to try. Don't let that folly come and trip you up either. Even if we are good at something, or we think we are, we still have to prove it as such to ourselves and to the others whom are gaining the benefit from whatever it is we're doing. So if it's our employer, or if it's our team member, or if it's our relationship partner, you still have to make sure that the effort you put in is real and not just conspired from inside. So practice it, put it out there, and yes, you will succeed. This is a great column of success here. It's just telling you to not be lazy about the success that you have, and to work with it and to keep utilizing it. We come to this next one, and it's the Four of Swords, then the Eight of Pentacles, and then speak your truth. So the Four of Swords talks often about going on a retreat. It sometimes says that you need to wind down and just take time out, relax, be at one with earth, and spend some time in a beautiful place like a forest or a beside water, a riverbed or a lake. Enjoy the feeling of winding down and contemplation and recharge, reinvigorate your batteries and your passion and your zest for life. Now, sometimes the card can also mean that you go somewhere with someone on a retreat, so like a weekend or something, and you are, really enjoying this person's company, and it could almost be an intimate connection. So sometimes this can be a card of conception. It can be the conception of a new relationship or a new level of intimacy, or it can also be when there is a possibility for a conception of a pregnancy. And the sun also has that indication around it as well. And even the Three of Cups is a card of fertility and conception because of the vessels that they're holding there. So for some of you, if you were wanting to or thinking of planning for families or planning for a pregnancy, this time in March could be a good month to do so. The Four of Swords can also sometimes mean a minor operation for some of you. And it's usually planned, like pre-booked into a hospital or an admission clinic. So it's usually something you know about. But that's just another thought or part of what the reading or the card can mean. We come down to the Eight of Pentacles there, and she says, do more research before proceeding, education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So again, it quite often talks to us about education, our creative sector, and also our employment sector. Some of you might be beginning a new phase whereby you're uplifting a learning modality either in your current job, or you might have handed your notice in and you're going back to a university or an education system to learn more. Some of you might be uplifting apprenticeships. There's a global shortage of plumbers, builders, electricians. Also, there's a shortage of things like X-ray technicians. In the health sector, we have big shortages globally as well. So some of you might have pondered changing careers or going back to the workforce after a semi-retirement and taking on something like an apprenticeship or a new craft or skill. The Eight of Pentacles for me in the traditional tarot also sometimes talks about having something out of alignment in your back, down in the lower lumbar area, and so possibly you could need some sort of spinal manipulation, or again there's a possibility that this refers to that Four of Swords card where there could be something like a minor operation or manipulation needed to free up an area that is kind of stuck and needs movement and action to bring creativity and passion back into the cycle of life. The bottom one, speak your truth. Well, I'm not sure how that's aligning in here. The speak your truth card is actually really powerful. It talks about not feeling as though others are speaking for you or speaking out of turn, or that you're not being heard or not being listened to. So it could mean any of those variety of things, and yet it doesn't really seem to align with those particular cards in that column. Perhaps it's the feeling from that number 4 of Swords at the top, which has the illumination from the salt lamp shining on it. Perhaps it's the feeling there that there is this need to step back or have a retreat because you feel as though you haven't been listened to, or you're a bit burnt out, or you've been trying to get something to happen and trying to get it to come into format, but they're not listening or they're not hearing, something along those lines. And remember when I said I wasn't sure if I would have finished dealing all the cards? Perhaps I will seek for a clarifier from the Speak Your Truth and see if it can tell us where it's taking us. What is the extra message for Speak Your Truth? Oh, wow. Okay, so it says new career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new and successful direction. So we've talked a lot in here, especially from the Eight of Pentacles, that there could be something involved with work, and I've talked about the fact that some of you may have changed direction. You might be uplifting either new educational directives within a job, you know, going on a course that will get you promotions within the same job, or changing career. So there's something about maybe you need to speak up to an employer. Maybe you need to tell them that you have this passion to go further in your job, that you would like a promotion, or you would like to uplift the health and safety officer's role, or that you'd like to be the front person who does the speaking for your team, or you'd like to go on some clinical psychology courses so that you could be beneficial to your department in times of stress. You know, there's a lot of different things that we can do as extras within our jobs, that once you speak to someone and tell them that's what you want to do, then you're initiating the action, initiating the progress. So yeah, definitely a column about careers and options and doing more research is what that the Eight of Pentacles said. And the Four up the very top, the illuminated one, as I said, is when you go on a retreat and you spend time thinking and contemplating. So maybe you're in this mode of preparing to make the changes and head this thing off in a brand new direction, enabling you to further educate yourself and become more relevant or more important in a career sector or in a creative sector as well. The Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, this person here is looking at us sad. He's got his back turned to us. There's a degree of feeling like you've lost something and you're disappointed about it, that you've put time and effort into it, and you're sorry to see it go. It could be a relationship that's slowly ebbing its way out. Sometimes it's a friend, sometimes it's a closer connection or a family member. Oftentimes they go because it's their turn to move on and you're not quite ready to do that, or you're staying behind for a choice or a reason. But it's really important to turn around and look at what you do have, those two cups sitting there. They represent other people and energies and passions and excitement in your life that you're not focusing on. So stop focusing on the loss or feeling sad that something or someone has moved on and that, you know, you feel a bit empty. Turn around and fill those two cups up and enjoy the embellishment of those friends. You have plenty of them. We've already seen that over here on the left hand side with the Three of Cups. So the Two of Pentacles down here says bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. So I think the first part where it says bring fun into everything you do is really important. So focus on all the positives around you, Capricorns, and don't let yourself get too gloomy about the occasional downtime you're taking, or the rest time, or the recuperation time, or even if you've had something that you needed a bit of physical help with, whether it be a small surgery or, you know, your back might be feeling sore, or don't focus on all those. Get to it and focus on all of that wonderful expertise and knowledge and leadership ability that you guys have in life. And I love it here, this higher education, which I hadn't even really looked at with the guardian angel. And this whole thing going on over here is this triangular energy of furthering yourself, growing, having more knowledge come on board, learning something. There's no doubt you guys are going into learning in a big way, and it's going to take you a long way, because the Wheel of Fortune is out as well. And this is the slow tuning change, the beginning of cosmic change in your life. It's a really powerful card, and it doesn't come out that often. And when it does, you can be guaranteed that it is slowly changing things from where they are, leading you into a new phase, and often a new 10-year phase. And you know, look at that, this line, this alignment here. It's like an alignment of cosmic energies, like when we have the planets align during months, this is a very powerful alignment for you, and it's towards the end of March. There's a lot in that column alone that you could focus on and connect with and ask for insight and awareness as to what this is all about. You know, the sun is mighty powerful. The wheel is, and look at the final one, you're a leader, Joan of Arc. Let's come back to the higher education. We haven't quite finished it, although almost. Learning, lessons. For some of you, this is the time when you will receive your university diplomas as well. Some of you may have sat extra summer papers or done something where knowledge was required, but you've been successful in it. You are there. You're at the point of the tipping point to the next leg of the journey. So this is a really cool reading for you guys. It's powerful. It's offering a lot of insight and clarity for you to move forward. Coming back up to the sun, it's about fertility, love, romance, energy, about positive energy coming in, zest for life, ideas, new conception of ideas, conception of pregnancies, fun, happiness, being outdoors, feeling the sun. So do spend time outdoors, connect with it, even if you're in the northern hemisphere. Go out when the sun is actually shining, even if it's cold, and just feel it on your face and know that you're absorbing that creator energy. We've talked a little bit about the wheel. What she says is delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. So she talks about that as being indicating travel for some of you. We've talked about that a little bit with the number 4 of swords. Can mean going on a retreat or travel. And some of you may be in for a new car as well. That's always an exciting prospect. So the Wheel of Fortune indicates, as she said, delays are over and a sudden turn of luck and unexpected turn of events. Great card. Look for it, act on it, be there. And then the final one to end the month. You're a leader. It's like, yeah, wow. Now, Joan of Arc, you know, she was persecuted a bit, but so that's the message behind it. Don't allow any negatives, which is what that 5 of Cups up here was saying, don't allow any negatives to overrule your path to positivity and success. Especially, they're talking here a lot about pentacles, about your career, about financial opportunities, about success, about learning, and about change coming in this direction. So congratulations, Capricorns. That is a wonderful, wonderful reading, and I trust you've really enjoyed it. Do check your other readings as well, like your other moon and rising signs, because there could be just as interesting information there for you to view. Thank you for joining. Please sub the channel and push the notification button. It's really difficult to find my videos, as some of them seem to be going missing altogether, so I think there's just a bit of a glitch in the matrix. I still want to do the readings and the videos for you all. It's a passion of mine, and I love getting the positive energies out there. So for whoever eventually listens to them, it's still a gift. It's a gift from me to you guys, and every reading is imbued with love and positivity. So thank you all for joining, liking and subbing. I love it when you leave your comments. Much love, everyone. Namaste.